this function. Trust me, being an inspirational speaker, it excites me only when, I know because I've come with full excitement today, but it really excites me when I see that excitement on the other side. Because I think today we are here to celebrate achievements. And this is not an ordinary achievement simply because in spite of COVID, you have achieved. Don't you think this deserves a thunderous round of applause? The reason we all have gathered here today is to celebrate those achievers. That's the reason next 20-25 minutes, only one request. Because see, as a speaker, the only request I make to people is, can you give that energy back to the speaker? Then I will be able to deliver my best. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Firstly, Shri Vinay sir, Shri R.P. Mohan sir, and all the dignitaries here, and all the families, parents, students who have achieved. I am really mesmerized with the kind of warm welcome you have given me. I am really humbled. No doubt about that. And the moment I got the invitation, I still remember BEL. It comes under Ministry of Defense. And I have a very close connection with Ministry of Defense. I'll come to that. Right? But the most important thing, if I little bit look back, the year 2020, the way especially youths, the way they flooded Instagram. I want to forget 2020, I am bugged up with 2020, I don't want to remember 2020. People were literally, I am telling you, they expressed their frustrations, their anger. I don't want this 2020 anymore. Why the hell did this 2020 come into our life? For the first time in the history of mankind, or rather I would say in our generation, Earth was hit with a pause button. Never ever. The only pause button was when there was a ban. Bharat ban. That too by evening, we got relaxed. But for the very first time, lockdown, we were not prepared for that. And the reason I'm mentioning, because when majority people saw it as a setback, there were a handful of people who saw this as a beautiful opportunity. It was the biggest setback, but it was also an opportunity. That is why it's rightly said, extraordinary people, in spite of difficulties, they see opportunities. Ordinary people, they see difficulties in every opportunity. But today, the achievers here, you guys have definitely, you have proved that you are extraordinary. In spite of COVID, the way education sector was in complete ambiguous situation. There was complete confusion. It was a mayhem. Education minister, the state education minister was telling, okay, we will conduct exams. Then suddenly, it's postponed. See, nothing is more hurtful than you preparing so much and they call off examination. It is okay if you are not prepared, but you are prepared so much and they call off exams. Yes or no, students? Yes. It would have literally hit you. And you started anticipating, oh, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, they have called off board examination also. Maybe it can happen with Karnataka also. Confusion, you don't know whether to prepare, not to prepare, because some students are very smart. Why to waste so much of energy when it is not there? But dear students, somehow you gathered, you mustered that courage. And guess what? You came out with flying colors. That's the reason this award function, I think in BL, is going to be remembered for a long, long time. Because not only you faced those barriers of 10th and 12th, you won over COVID as well. I think that deserves a lot of applause to each of you. Thank you. Well, now that, sir, 10th is over, completely chill. Because society makes us believe, right? 10th is the turning point of your life. The words they use. 10th is the turning. You think that, I'm all done. Then comes 12th. 12th is the turning point. And all the 12th standard students here who have just completed, you thought that finally I'm done, man. No. Engineering is very important, Just 4 years, then life is yours. But you know what, students? These barriers are all fine. I know, you have crossed it. You have proved it now. You have proved it that, yes, if I can. And at this point of time, what is that something in hand? Academics. If you have taken that, you have proved it now. You don't have to prove anything more. You just have to keep it consistent. That's it. But if you ask me, sir, what's next? That is the biggest tricky question every student has after his 10th or 12th. And trust me, there are one or two, rather I would say 2-3 major decisions we take in our life. We all, as human beings, we take hardly 2-3 major, I'm talking of major decisions. And most of those major decisions are not taken by you. They are either influenced by somebody, starting from education to the segment, the sector you want to choose, commerce or business, including your marriage. 3 major decisions of life, most of the time we are influenced. But if you again ask me, we have come out with flying colors 2020, how do we proceed? I can just reflect back what happened with me when I completed my 10th standard. Now I am coming to the point of Ministry of Defence. It was in the year 2003 when I came to Bangalore, having studied one of the prestigious institutions of India, Sainik School, Bijapur. I studied in Sainik School for 5 years there, supposed to be studying till 12th, but unfortunately the relatives played a vital role in telling that your son has got only 84% in CBSE. 84% is only, and that too being a national hockey player. Being in sports, obstacle race, drill, firing, shooting, NCC camps, numerous accolades, didn't matter. That's the reason I came to Bangalore. I was so excited. I felt like a champion. And trust me, each and every student sitting here is actually feeling like a champion today. But the moment you enter into your plus 2, or all those plus 2 students, the moment you enter into graduation, one most important thing sets in. Why? You're going to meet other winners there. That's how it is, right? Colleges have cutoffs. All 90 and above only in engineering college, or this college, that college, particular colleges. So you are going to all these days, you are pampered for the first time. You feel that you are not pampered because all are equals. The biggest disease sets in comparison. And it happened with me, trust me, 2003 when I landed in Bangalore, I was so happy, so delighted because I got into Premier Institute again, St. Joseph's College. I officially became a Josephite. I was so excited to get into college, you will not believe, the moment I entered college, I felt like hell. Why? The students' attitude, the kind of lifestyle, the kind of dressing sense, yo bro, what's up bro? Where did I felt that because I studied in North Karnataka, in Bijapur, where though we call that, it's an English medium, you usually tend to converse in your own mother tongue. First time when I came to Bangalore, I was shocked. Forget English, I was not knowing Bangalore Kannada. And you know how is North Karnataka Kannada. People in Joseph's were thinking I'm scolding them. I hope you understand Gangavati Pradesh. So what I want to convince that at that one moment, all that national hockey player, 84% in my CBSE, being a house captain there, so many achievements just shattered just because I lost my self-esteem. Because I started comparing with friends. They were dressed so well, they were wearing wonderful branded shoes, and I was one guy who was going in a normal Paragon slippers. Literally, I'm telling you. I just went back and I said, Dad, I'm done. Please send me back somewhere to Davangere or Hubli. I can't set in this Bangalore crowd. I am absolutely ordinary, Dad. And this can happen with any one of you when you enter into your graduation or into your plus 2. I'm ordinary, Dad. I thought I was extraordinary, but I'm ordinary. Do you know what my dad said? Repeat once again. Ordinary. Come here, sit. He just put his hands on my back and he narrated one simple instance, my reference, which I think I should share with you today. All of you know the game of chess?
Yes.
Everybody, right? How does the elephant move in that? How does the rook, how does he move? Horizontal or vertical? In simple words. Yes or no? How does bishop move? The camel? Diagonal. How does horse, the knight move? L shape, which is called technically 2.5 steps. Then how does the queen move, which we in India call mantri? How does he move? Anyway, except L. This my dad was asking. Then finally he asked, how does a soldier move? Dad, irrelevant. Damn ordinary, you know. Just one step. Sometimes first time 2 steps, that's it. You know, my dad said one beautiful thing. Elephant is born as an elephant, it will die as an elephant throughout the game. is born as a camel, entire game will play as a camel and it will die as a camel. Same thing with the horse, same thing with the queen. But do you know the beauty of that simple ordinary soldier? With just 6 steps on the other side of the board, he gets that immense power to choose what he wants to become. So if you call yourself ordinary, be so feel so special that you have an opportunity to become extraordinary. And at that moment, trust me my dear friends, that was good enough for me to understand that I am no more ordinary. I may have certain smaller talents, but it's fine. I can still grow. And you will not believe, because of that I went back to St. Joseph's College again, started participating in any number of fests, ended up winning 28 prizes in first year without even knowing the competition is. That talent every student sitting here by default you have. The problem is that you are always worried, what will other person think of me? What if I participate in some competition and people make fun of me? And that reduces your exploration capability. The opportunity to go and explore yourself. If you don't participate, will you ever get to know? I used to call my friends in engineering, come let's play football. I don't know how to play football. As if I was born playing football or what? Nobody in this world comes with acquiring some talents. He's not born talented. To be honest, he acquires by participating, by exploring. So students, if you ask me today, what is that I should do? The next thing after academics is you developing your self-esteem. Because when you go into the graduation, when you meet different people, you start comparing, okay, he is trying to be cool. He has this cell phone, I also should have that phone. No, you don't need some reference to define who you are. How you see yourself, that is all that matters. But what we do, because my friends are doing this, it's cool. Oh, that guy is nicely smoking like this. That's a cool thing, you know. Let me also do. No. You know, I had such a willpower. Let me see, I'm not bragging about myself, but the truth is, I had so much willpower post my engineering when my friends reunion, they all met me in Bangalore. Some were in defense, some were in IT, some were into academics. When we all sat together, everybody is enjoying it. Old monk, JD, I hope you all know that. I was the only guy drinking a lemon soda, you know. People were laughing at me. They said, dude, grow up, man, you have to become a man. See, I am not telling people who drink are bad. What I'm trying to do is that don't get influenced so easily just because something looks cool. Make your own choices. That is the beauty, dear friends. Let anybody tell anything. People have said many things when I was in college days that you don't do this, what is this here? See, when you are very clear cut, the problem with people is that we tend to compete with others. You don't have to, the moment you start competing with somebody, you will always end up second in the race. Why? Because you are competing in his race. If you are competing in your goal, you will always end up as a winner because that is your competition. Why I am sharing this? Because school level it is all fun, but when we get into graduation or when we get into +2, there are multiple factors start influencing. So if you ask me what is the best way to keep yourself busy or to keep yourself occupied, is go play, go into extracurricular activities. I do know that today, yes, Indian parents are changing, no offense, but yes, they were so much, what to say, what do you call, they were so much, their eyes are masked with only marks. Sorry to say this, I know parents are here, I'm very sorry if it hurts, but the truth is that I think the time has come where we have to look beyond that marks as well. Yes, marks is important. See, now don't take this as advantage students. Oh, he came and told marks are not important. Now, no studies. Not at all. Marks at the right stage is very important. In fact, in my corporate trainings, I keep telling people, marks is never important, you know. It's about the attitude, what you have in life. But the truth is, marks at the right stage of your life is equally important because it reinforces your subconscious mind that you are also a winner. You can be a winner. You can do something big. Just give a very serious thought on this. And most importantly, my dear friends, in simple words, if you in simple letters or simple word, if you ask me, you just make sure these two, what to say, one sentence and one word, these two have defined my life. I love this word called, I love this statement called, I don't know. If anybody asks me something, the first statement is, I don't know. And I always carry this attitude, I don't know. Surprised? The moment you always have this attitude, I know everything, there is a complete, the possibility reduces to explore. You start thinking, hey, I know everything. Like, for example, why I'm sharing this because you have scored 90% and above, there is a probability that you start feeling, I've done everything, man. All cool, bro. Everything I've done. I'm a topper. How much ever you know, still we have this attitude, I don't know, that gives you an opportunity to learn more. Today, having given numerous talks all across the country, I always feel still I don't know. Do you think I was very confident when I came and sat to your director, sir? No. There was little bit of butterflies inside. You may see me confident right now, but that little bit of butterfly is not because I don't know what to talk. It is because there are students with a lot of expectation. Now, how do I fulfill that expectation? That is the butterfly, and that is necessary. That's why you should have this attitude of I don't know. When learning, I don't know. When executing, who can do better than me? When learning, I don't know. Then you start learning more. But when implementing, converting into action, who is better than me to do that job? If you bring this simple I don't know concept, trust me, it changes a lot. And this ASK, what I said, the second word is ask. A stands for attitude, S stands for skill, K stands for knowledge. Can I ask audience here quickly if you can interact, right? Quickly. Which is most important in life? Knowledge. Knowledge is power, that is what is taught to us. Knowledge, skill, attitude. Any student who wants to volunteer quickly? Attitude, okay. Anybody else? What do you think? Happiness. No, I'm asking in AFK. Happiness is definitely important, I'm not denying. But more important to happiness, this is my personal opinion, is growth in life. Where there is growth, you're bound to be happy, you're bound to happy. Otherwise you'll stagnate. If you ask me, I personally feel knowledge is most important. Mostly, knowledge is important. It comes at the first stage. The highest stage is definitely, all of you guessed it is attitude. So my suggestion to all students here is that you have been studying academic curriculum. Very good. But now the time has come, you should go beyond your curriculum to gather that awareness about the world. Go out, fall down, learn some various courses. Fail, it's okay. And one suggestion to all students here, because you are winners, you have achieved in your academics, don't ever fear of failure. Trust me, if anybody is successful today, you go and ask them their story, they will tell that I'm successful because I was a failure. They have failed multiple times in their life, that's the only reason today they are successful. That means they start taking those risks in their life. So all the students who are good in academics, start developing knowledge in various other aspects too. Don't limit yourself just to curriculum. And second, what is that? Yes, skills. Today I need not say, last year government itself came with NEP, National Education Policy 2020, and very importantly they have stressed on what? Occasional skills from 6th standard. They are using this word skill. How much ever knowledge you have, how much ever knowledge you have gathered from everywhere, it is absolutely useless if that knowledge can't be used for some betterment. Agree? Then how do you transfer that knowledge? In the form of poetry, in the form of essay, in the form of a blog, in the form of speaking, in the form of singing. And all these are skills. Singing is a skill, writing is a skill, public speaking is a skill. Don't you think so, dear friends? Very important. I think my only suggestion to all students is, in the skill aspect, start participating in your college fest. Travel, go to other colleges, meet friends. Participate in, you see, when I came to Bangalore, I saw a notice board, college competition. What is this college competition? No, collage. I thought, I'm telling you, I'm being very honest. Then I asked somebody, what is collage? Then he said, you need to tear paper and pluck and make it some creative. I tore paper and plucked first place. Never knew I had that skill in me. So similarly, when you start exploring, don't fear, just go explore. Then only you are gathering those skills. Third most important thing, attitude. What is attitude? Can anyone quickly tell me? What is attitude? Don't hesitate. See, you should not fear. I know what you are fearing. What will others think of me? That is their job. Why are you thinking what others are thinking about you?
Behavior.
Attitude is?
Behavior.
Behavior. Attitude is?
Uniqueness of what you are.
Uniqueness of what you are. Wonderful, sir. A round of applause for it. Yes, absolutely. If you ask me, attitude is how you see anything. A scenario, situation, in simple words, how you see yourself also. That is attitude. How you look at things. As I said, COVID-19 was a challenge. You see it as you want to become a victim or you want to master it. Attitude, that shows your attitude. Whether you want to crib about it or you want to find a solution to it. That is what is attitude. If I put a simple context to it, there was a very famous king who wanted to rule for a long, long time. A righteous and a just king. But what is the issue? Suddenly a Rajpurohit comes and says, no, you can't rule. Why? What happened? What mistake have I done to people? Do you know what is the mistake? It is not your mistake. The problem is some dosha. There is some dosha in your horoscope. Some star problem. He said, what have I done here? What to do? Don't worry. Pandits always have nice solution. He told, don't worry. The only solution to rule this kingdom for a long, long time is, whatever you see should look red in color. What? Whatever you see should look red in color. Immediately he called all his subjects, in fact, all his ministers and told, pass that order, go and paint everything red. And all women started wearing red sari, all men started wearing red dress, and they didn't even leave animals, They started painting cow also red. This one kid noticed and he was shocked. Have these people gone mad or what? Then he went to king and said, sir, what are you doing? Don't you think it's absolutely wrong? He said, no, that's the only way I can rule the king. Okay, what's the problem? Yeah, the problem is that some dosha is there and the solution is whatever I see should be in red color. Then why are you painting? Why don't you wear a red shade? This is how we need to look at things. The king was looking in a different perspective, the kid was looking in another simplest perspective. And what I've understood, engaging with Gen Z students, the generation Z, or the millennials, what I have seen, today's students doesn't need philosophies. They need practical, logical solutions. No, don't tell me, because I'm very sure all students would have heard. When I came to Bangalore, every father tells this story. When I came to Bangalore for the first time with 20 rupees in my pocket. It's a very household story. Yes, I respect all the sacrifices people's parents have done. But today's students don't need philosophy. They need, you give me the approach, you tell me how to deal with this. Don't tell me concentrate. Tell me how to concentrate. Don't tell me keep in memory properly. Teach me how to memorize. How to improvise my memory. All Indian mothers know. Every morning, give almonds, badam. That is the best solution Indian mothers have invented. But nobody is ready to show the approach. So dear students, why I shared about this red glass, simple because you will be faced with this situation in your future. Now how you look at things, whether you see it an opportunity or you crib about it, that is left. Right? Last but not the least, dear students, I know academics is important, which you have already proved. Personality is important, which you are going to take care of. Attitude, skills, knowledge, I am very sure in coming times you are going to develop that. But do you know what is the most beautiful thing? If that is not there, all these things become null and void. That is character. In simple words, it is ethics and values. And we need to celebrate because as Indians, we have been given beautiful Indian values from our parents. And because of that value, today whatever I was able to achieve, I don't know, I can't have a reference point or something, but if people call me successful, the point is simple, because I have never left that values and ethics. And today, all parents are here. I am telling you, how much ever you are happy now, they are more happier than you. They are celebrating your success. And it so happened, and I'll just end this talk, I know I'm running short of time, quickly I'll end this talk. It so happened in the year 2006 when I was an engineering student, for the first time in my life, I encountered what is moment of realization. I bunked my engineering college for 1 day. I went to Chennai. And train journey, we love train journeys, it's fun. I went to Chennai, there was a conference. While going, I was so damn happy. While coming back, I was literally sobbing. I was literally crying. Anybody would have thought that something bad has happened in his family, or maybe this kid has lost his wallet or phone. But only I knew deep inside what was going on. And you know what went on? Do you want to know? I can't hear.
Yes.
Thank you. In that conference, one incident was shared in front of me, a town called Magadi, close to Bangalore. Right? A small town called Magadi. They viewed a mother and kid. Unfortunately, the father had expired. The kid could not even see his father's face. He was just 6 months old. And it so happened, dear friends, that mother was working as a domestic maid. She was going to different house, helping people. But she knew one thing, that it's okay, I'm a single mother, but I'll give my best. Whatever I don't have, I will go to any extent. I'll work hard, but my son has to be a wonderful citizen of this country. Means I have to make him successful. Her daily routine was that get up in the morning, get her son dressed, take him to school at 8 o'clock, then go visit all the homes, just do all the cleaning utensils, all that. And by 4 o'clock, she used to go to school and pick him back. This was their daily routine. Slowly, that kid started growing and he came up to 4th standard. And little bit senses come. And one day that kid comes home and barges into his home and says, "Mom, from tomorrow don't come to school to drop me." Why? What happened? "Mom, don't you see yourself? You're so ugly, Why? Because mom had lost her one eye. So he felt that mom coming there will insult my friend. My friends will make fun of her. And the beauty of mom, they always, they feel that my children's happiness are my happiness. She says, "Okay, no problem. From tomorrow I'll not come to school." Slowly, that kid grew up and he ended up becoming the state topper in 10th standard, and principal was overjoyed and he makes a call to his mother and says, "Ma'am, your son has done a tremendous achievement. Please come as a chief guest." See, she was a maid. She was overwhelmed by this news. First time she opens her old trunk and starts wearing that silk sari, all excited to go, because as a single mother she always had this fear that what if my son takes a bad company. And you know what? Again, son barges inside and says, "Mom, seriously? You want to insult me in front of entire school? Not done. Okay, beta. Your happiness is my happiness." Slowly, that kid came to Bangalore, joined engineering in #1 college, went on to become gold medalist, university topper. And all of you know that when a student becomes university topper, vice chancellor invites usually president of India or governor for the convocation program. And vice chancellor actually the vice chancellor's office sends a personal invite to his mother. "Please come to this function, convocation, where your son is getting honored." Mom is just packing her bag to come to Bangalore, and son comes inside and says, "Seriously? Mom, what? You want to insult me in front of entire Karnataka?" Because it usually comes in news, right? Mom was a little bit, affected by that. But still, "Okay, beta, your happiness is my happiness." And slowly, you will not believe, my dear friends, mother and son got separated. After 10 years, mom gets to know from some source that your son is a successful businessman in Delhi, the capital city of country. Without even giving a second thought, she comes to Bangalore, catches the train. She doesn't know Hindi nor English, she just knows Kannada. She goes all the way to Delhi with a photo of her son, 10 years old, knocking every door. "Do you know where he is? Do you know where he is?" Practically impossible approach. But mother's love is very powerful. And on one day, in 10 days, the 10th day, she found a beautiful bungalow illuminated. She went and caught those grills of the gate. And there was an eye-to-eye connect with her son, who was holding a glass of champagne. Party was going on, foreign dignitaries. What do you think? After 10 years, he's seeing his mother. He will melt, right? No. "Watchman!" Because he felt ashamed to call her as a mother in front of foreign dignitaries. He didn't even give a second thought, how did my mom end up in Delhi? And trust me, my dear friends, mom was completely dejected, disappointed, gone, devastated. And it so happened, after 5 days, he was sitting in his relaxing chair, thinking, "Oh, why did mom come? Maybe she wanted to discuss about some paternal properties in village. Some properties might be there," because he was a kid, right? He was not knowing that time. Immediately he takes flight, comes to Bangalore, takes Mercedes, goes to his village, Magadi town. When he is just cruising through his gully, the streets, then he lands in front of his house, there's a huge crowd. He moves everybody, and at that moment we will see his mother is lying dead on the floor. At that moment also he is not ready to accept her as mother. Why? Hey, come on bro. She and me. And his eyes goes towards her hands, which is having a sheet of paper, and he assumes it to be a will. And he opens that will and starts reading. And so beautifully shared it. My dear son, I knew one or the other day you would definitely come. I had kept one secret within me which I had never told. When you were 3 years old and playing on the road, you had met with an accident, you had lost your eye, I had given my eye to you to take care of yourself. He drops down to the floor, he cries, Mom, please, please, God, please, just one time. Sorry, Mom, sorry. He will tell 100 times Mom is not going to get up. He had the true moment of realization, but absolutely useless. Why? You realized it too late. Why I'm sharing this with all of you? Because at that moment, it reflected on my behavior as a teenager. When I was coming back in train, the reason I was crying because I had humongous ego. A national hockey player, 96% in 12th standard, St. Joseph's College, so many trophies. Me and my brother used to compete with the kgs of certificates. First time I started reflecting. That's called self-introspection, right? Reflecting. How our moms struggle, how our moms sacrifice. That day I took a bigger purpose, my dear friends. Okay, if I do something, I need to do something big for my parents. Because as I am growing youthful, my parents are growing old. Let us all youths remember about that. And after that, there has never been looking back. In fact, my purpose became so strong, even before I started traveling different countries, I made my parents travel 14 countries before I got married. The purpose was very strong. Because in society, when I see outside, people boast about themselves that, you know what, I recently got married, my in-laws gave me this much. Forget about my in-laws, I didn't take single penny. Forget about my father-in-law, I didn't take a single penny from my father. I thought if I'm a capable guy to marry, let me marry. That's why I married at 29, because I wanted to become successful first. Why I'm sharing this all with all you youngsters is that in India alone, the kind of value system from parent side, let's not forget that. The kind, okay, I know that a lot of stories are written about mothers, but I am also a father. I am father to just 1-year-old daughter. We knew that mother sacrificed, but only when you experience now, you start realizing. I saw how the way my wife went through pregnancy, then after post-delivery, it's not easy, guys. Today with so much of luxury, so much of support, we are able to do it. That time when we were, and just imagine what your mothers would have done. So how much ever high you grow, don't lose this values and character. Today, before coming to this conference, let me tell you, I was invited as a chief guest to one of the school. I finished, I went home, while coming here, dressed up, first thing, touch my parents' feet and come out. Because you know what? The blessings from parents work as an insurance cover, that's a protective cover, man. It's a COVID shield. Nothing can touch you, no negativity can touch you. So on this day, let us all commit to be grateful for all that parents have done, all that your teachers have done. And the kind of video I saw about BEL, that shows the kind of gratitude everybody has for this institution. That should reflect at a cellular level. And what is that? Your families too. Your mom too, your dad too. And moms are definitely special, but all the men here, I will not disappoint you. If mom carries a baby in her womb for 9 months, father definitely carries baby here in his mind throughout his life. Do you agree? All the men here? Right? With this, I come to the end of my talk. I hope it had definitely, given a sense of direction. So all I would say is that don't worry about failure. Because I also failed in 10th standard, 9th standard, I got mathematics 25, failed. In 12th, I got 93. Now see, can you call me a failure or you call me a winner? Because I failed, there was a gush of, that adrenaline, let me do something in life. It can happen with you. It can happen with you. And if any problem comes, don't limit it. As a youth, my humble request, any issue, don't lock yourself in the room and start worrying about it. It is something like falling from a bike, you got a wound, yes, you have every right to cry about it. Because it is painful. It's painful, you cry, I am not denying. But don't keep scratching the wound. I fell down. You fell down, it's okay, you got hurt. Put an ointment, let it heal. The biggest mistake we youths do is that if some problem is that we want to create more mountain out of a mole. Little bit, let's come out. Right? With this, it was my pleasure addressing such a wonderful BEL family, and thanks to all the dignitaries, all the I am telling you, the entire family. I can see the kind of unity all of you have. My best wishes, and dear students, go out there, explore, rock in this world. This is Vinay Patil signing off. God bless all of you. Thank you.